Kalenjin ibwatene imwoine Chitab Kalenjin ilele nenye Igere ne Chitab Kalenjin ibwatene imwoine Chitab Kalenjin ilele nenye Ugezi so Chitab Kalenjin unengengi Botingengi onime mwawe yenaidul
Kale ngotingengi imawe chawtagatin bigap Kalenjin tugul cheisubech ing kebeberwek tugul chemi kebeberwek chebo ole kebeberwekab Facebook, kebeberta nebo YouTube ak kebeberwek tugul chebo mtandao. Amedaib nafas na inegei sataja very special episode number 54 ngemboutab rani kemi ak a very special guest nekakonyo. Ameche kityo awech kongoi ing biik tugul chekakoingian chekakotunenin tikibwatwok akobo kampunit nenotok bo Optiven Property Limited akomi kebeberta nebo olimbo Nairobi County. Ngotimokchinigei kiy, ngotimokchinigei mbaret, ngotimokchinigei kiy neribin mutai kaiositu kemwowo kele kampunit nenotok menye kusema ko kampunit nebo Optiven aketinye director notok ko Dori Chelagat kakotunenin. Ameche ngimokchinigei inboxen inendet sikotoreti. Kongoi Eric Kirwa wherever you are, asante sana. Philemon Koskei kongoi ngoleimi. Ben Chepkech, welcome. I'm from Baringo but at Job Nakuru. Kongoi chito mi Luget agere Chiri Brenda all the way from Maldives. Olimbo Southern Asia, Ocean Show sikosikchigei tibik chechang ing kembout ab rani. Ameche kityo tawekyi ak congratulaten biik ak mi graduation agenge eng ra akemwoe kele pongezi Truvena Murray, you made us proud. Kagraduaten masters nebo ng'alekab mental health as one of the mental health nurse in our community. We are truly humble and we congratulate you, Truvena Murray. Kongoi Chaki Kirongo all the way from Abu Dhabi. Kongoi big Abu Dhabi. Ameche kityo kelande moja kwa moja akotikemwoe pole olimbo Western Australia. Ameche ngotko mi toretet nemuch isupporten the family oiye kaikai ongesupporten that family. Mokotin chepkondok chechang around $50,000 ko chepkondok chechang. Balozi amune kebebertab olimbo Ohio, Columbus.
Kongoi Osea, kongoi kasubik chok tugul ing olomi. Kemeche ketachak ing episode number 52 eng betutab rani anan 53. Episode number 53 ne notok ketinye toot kobun kebeberta koking'etye olimbo Bangkok, Thailand. Ako rani kebendi kaking'etu kora eng olimbo East Olin, so kibendi anan Western Down Under kaking'etye eng yun akerekte. So kimite rani Adelaide, taonitab Osea eng olimbo Australia. Ketinye taonyo notok eng episode number 53. Inendet ko Tracy Kimutai. Tracy Kimutai ko taonyo nebo betutab rani. Kimache sikesom kityo ko
Kemuten Balozi, kemuten ge.
Kongoi Osea ako mutyo ko kimeche kemwa kongoi ing akwek tugul cheosubech eng tokwek cheterchin olomi sirwech ile imyeno anan isubech imyeno. Bridget Ayabei kelechinin karibu eng ole imite imwoiwech ile isubech imyeno asikobit ketestai kounotok. Atya kesome kele yechut programini ilaikan ak ishean ak biik chemite asikobit ketestai tugul kenai kele taonyo nekitinye betutab rani ko bandanyi koune. So kakimwa kele koking'etye olimbo Bangkok, Thailand akerekte abwoti ale kebe Down Under kibendi olimbo Adelaide, Australia. Kokimeche sikeker kele kinyorchine kebeberta nebo Australia kotomo kekur taonyo ko lakini koit yotok kemeche kekur taot kokatech kityo komwa kole chamgei. Ko Tracy kimeche ikat kasubik chok ilechi chamgei sikonai kole imite Tracy.
Asomegei tugul. Naitwa Tracy, nitatumia both Kiswahili, Kalenjin na English. So I'm so happy to be on the show today. I thank God for this time. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, our co-host. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you, our viewers, for watching us.
Kongoi nye Tracy, agere nyo episode 54. Kakang'et eng let kokimi 53. So kimi 54 ole kibendi rani akoi kebeberta nebo Adelaide, South Australia. Ko kimeche kemwa kongoi ngakwek tugul cheosubech ing tokwek cheomitei, kimeche kele karibuni nyinyi nyote, sharean ak ilaikan programini sikobit ketestai. Ko kou ye kakimwa Hosea, ko kongetege olimbo Thailand ak inyekebe South Australia anan Adelaide, South Australia, taonit neo ing South Australia. Ko eng chokchinet kityo kou ye kiakeker eng chikilet nekakinyoru, kakinyoru kele area nebo town anan emetab Australia ko emoni namba 6 eng dunia, kotindoi kile 7,692,024 kilometers square, noto ko kerge ak 2,969,907 square miles. Namba 6 eng dunia komugul. Population ko 25.7 million eng 2020 census. Namba 53 eng dunia. GDP mogornotetab emoni komite $1.375 trillion. Namba 13 eng dunia. Ngepchei mogornotetab emoni koibe chitugul, koboto Hosea, koboto Tracy, koibe chitugul 50,844. Namba 10 eng dunia komugul. So igere ile mi mogornotet barak. Kinyoru independence emoni January 1, 1901 kobun emetab Britain anan from the British. Emetab kangaroo, emet nekinyorchin kangaroo inegeni. So ngimeche iker kangaroo itokchigei kebeberta nebo Australia. Ko taonitab Adelaide nekakinyorchi icheket anan kakinyorchi taonyo nebo betutab rani, ko mwaat kele capital nebo South Australia kotinye population nebo 1.4 million. Namba 5 eng emetab Australia. Kimwoe anan kikure land of the free settlers. Most colorful, diverse, yani jambi chebunu tokwek anan emotinwek cheterchin. Ko kemeche kemwa kele ngimeche itokchigei kebebertab Australia ko maya oloto kele Adelaide. Global rating ko kikimwa kele safely and low unemployment rate, kararan. Kinyakibir kura ing taonishek chekimuchi kemeny eng ng'ony komugul 2021 ko Adelaide ko ki namba 3 kondoitoi emetab anan kurubegei ak olimbo Auckland, Australia, atya kebwa Osaka, Japan, atya kebwa Wellington olimbo New Zealand, Tokyo, Japan ko ki namba 5, Bath, Australia ko ki namba 6, and Melbourne, Australia ko ki namba 9, Brisbane ko ki namba 10, lakini emetab anan taonitab Adelaide ko ki namba 3 eng 2021 ing emotinwek anan taonishek chekimuchi kemeny. So igere ile kararan taonini ako mi tuguk chekororonen kebeberitak po Adelaide. So ngimeche irutochi emoni anan irutochi kukewe Australia, make sure ile kevisiten olimbo Adelaide. Ko Hosea, kimeche kemwa kongoi ngakwek tugul chekakosubech. Akere Sylvester Kirwa Mele kole chamegei, kole jirani. Abwoti ale jirani ko jirani nebo taonyo nebo rani. Eric Maraba, mwalimu komi olimbo Hungary, kelechinin karibu. Cherry Brenda Vivian Cheruyot ko karibu. Atya kerin Brenda kora komeche kemwa kongoi. Akemeche kemwa Ayabei Bridget, atya kerin Philip Emeli watching. So mongen ale isubech kobun ano. Kimeche kemwa kongoi ngakwek tugul, mwaiwech ile isubech imnyono atya ilaikan ak isharean. Kimeche kotakibwatwok akobo Optiven, kampunit notok nemite kebebertab Nairobi. Ngimeche ichengchigei mbar.
Hi there, my name is George Washuri. I am so happy to see you, and today I am here to enumerate, to explain how we package our land investment. And the way we package it is to ensure that every single Kenyan can be able to purchase a piece of property, a piece of land, depending on your pocket.
Kongoi tekebendi kora kotekenyoru inendet CEO noto bo Optiven sikobit komwoiwech. Atya kekono kora website singimokchinigei imuchi irutochi kebeberatak somosirgei ak choronok, sigik ak biik eng yo kinyorchigei property kidogo ngimi sang imuchi iboishe credible company neuni noto ko Octaven asikobit inyorchigei kabungu kidogo eng kebebertab Nairobi ak kebeberwek chechang chebo Kenya. Ko imuchi kora ong'ololse ak inendet director ak biikab Octaven asikobit oker ole imuchi ilipanda ano. So omuchi negotiaten si lipan malipo ya polepole imi sang olin inyoru no kimwoe kelen mortgage atya kotoretin kocheng'un chito nemuchi komeny kong'ung anan ketekun akoi kotech korok nyekekonin kibunguok singibunu bitonin biwendi kwako eng kebebertab Nairobi anan ko emet anan taunishek tugul chebo emetab Kenya. Kimeche kebe ko ole kibetitoi eng betutab rani kebendi kou kila kitepse inendet tonyo kemeche kisub bandanyi kong'etegei ole kikisikchi akoi ole mite nguno ko meche kityo kelejin Tracy feel free siboishe Kiswahili, Kiingereza ak Kalenjin. So don't feel free to share. Abwati ale bikyok tugul kokase languageishek chu ako amune ako kikesomesanin. So Kiingereza pia ni sawa, Kiswahili pia ni sawa, Kalenjin pia ni sawa. So metobon missing ile meelewani kilugha lakini soso feel free to use it asikobit ketestai kounoto. Dori chelagat nambarinyi ko 0713-885-871. Ngibirchi inendet kotoretin sikokonin options cheimuchi iyai ng'alekab investment ako website nebo Octaven ko www.octaven.co.ke. Imuchi visiten website asikobit iker ile tinye ne eng kebeberwek ingircho eng kono ako ng'alal ak inendet director Dori asikobit kotoretin ko arorin ole iwetitoi, imuchi ilipanda ano, imuchi iyai ne, inyoru title neng'ung'et ak tukyo tugul. So kimeche kemwa kongoi ako karibu Dori. Kimeche kemwa kongoi eng Silver Kirwa Meli, Kirwa Dennis kemeche kemwa kele kongoi kole isubet kong'etegei Nakoya Siri. Evans Keitany, karibu sana ndugu yangu ingolimbo Japan. Osea kimeche kebe abwati ale ole kibetitoi Tracy kotebe Osea tebutik atya kealtaneten kunotok yo kitesetai. Ko abwati ale kitoune kebeberta nebo Adelaide ole mitei chitab kokwet. Amongen ale abwati ale chitab kokwetng'ung Osea. Ko karibu Osea.
Kongoi balozi Peter Rono, angen ale ishangani ile kalya olabo let balozi. Inge show nenyo nebo let rang news kebe Christmas. Ingen ile 25 episode nerube kebwane 26 ko kwabangangei. So ngira let olini ko kawek sikukuu emet. So ameche sikoyamakyi biik Christmas. Lakini ameche aip nafasi ata Tracy, karibu sana Tracy, tumekungojea, watu wengi wamekuona kwa TV. Watu wengi pia wamekusikia tu, jina ni kubwa lakini watu hawajui Tracy Kimutai ni nani. So this is our opportunity kujua sasa. Tuanze sasa, Tracy Kimutai ni nani kwa watu ambao wakujui. Mbike mengi niko Tracy Kimutai kongo. Akimwawet kikisikyin ano, ulisoma wapi, na pia ibaraiwech tuambie more about your family. Karibu Tracy.
Okay. Asante sana, Jose na Balozi, for hosting me in the show. And thank you for viewers as well. Thank you for this incredible platform umetupea to tell our stories. So kwa wenye wanijui, mi naitwa Tracy Kimutai. Nilizaliwa Igere, Marakwet, uko Cherangani, a place called Kapcherop. Inajulikana mostly kwa mambo za farming. Ukitaka viazi nini utapata huko. It's a very rich area. So I went to so many primary schools, actually. I think almost 5. So I went to a school in Kitale in Kasomoko for some time, and then I went to Kapsowar. Huko nilifanya class 8, but then due to sikupenda shule nilikuwa nimeitwa, so I had to redo my KCP again. So nikapata 360 marks, and then I joined Singore Girls High School ko E10.
Tracy, Quick question. You have said ulienda several primary school. What was the reason why you ulienda several primary school? It was your own choice or it was the choice of your parents? Yes. And if you
No,
had a
actually,
challenge,
it was me.
it was
It
you.
was me. So yeah, I would go to a school and then, maybe because of one, two, three, so I would try and change to a different school. Yeah, because of I wanted to achieve good marks and to join a good high school.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Before
Yeah.
joining Singore, Ayuna, you can briefly tell us more about your family.
So I'm a firstborn in a family of three girls and one son. My mom and dad, they're very supportive. I don't know, maybe they're probably watching the show. They've been really supportive in terms of even education and everything. Walituambia, if you want anything, just ask us, because education your biggest investment. You cannot come back home and be like, kuna kitu ilibaki. So education was a big thing to them. So walitu encourage kabisa, wakatu support. They came to all our school functions. Hakuna hata one day like they missed any school events. Like I would sit down kabisa, nikikuwa kwa event kijua somebody will come, because they're very supportive parents.
Tracy, you're very lucky, because I don't want to condemn my parents. Nobody visited me when I was in high school or in school at all. So I want to commend your parents. Is it because they knew so much about education, they are educated, or what is it?
I think it's because they just they knew a lot about education, because they have gone to school as well. Now umeona the good thing in investing in their children, because we are the future and we are the people that will make a difference. Like afterwards, hatuwezi taka twende nyumbani tuseme oh ni nini libaki huko. So the best thing they could do was to educate us and to encourage us to work hard in school.
Thank you. So the style was here. I just went ahead to say that, not to condemn my parents, but maybe they didn't really know the importance of education. But still, I could hear from my father saying that usiposoma utapotea. So I guess he knew, but he didn't know as much as your father or your parents. Osea, tuendelee.
Kongoi Apalosi Peter Rono, kongoi biik chetukosubech, agere kochang biik kabisa chebo kebeberta nebo Kapcherop, agere notok Bishop Chebiwot neuyo chitab kokwet, bunu inendet ole kikure kokwet, mase komwawech Baloso. Asante sana ak biik chosubech, akimwae kongoi ak Suleiman ne notok kokoek one of the authors nekosir kitabut, ak biik tugul chebo Elgeyo Marakwet kilen kongoi for tuning in tonight in solidarity to Tracy. Tracy, after your primary school umetuambia ulienda Singore. Before entering Singore, ulifanya any hustle ama after hapo tu ulikaa kungoja kuingia Singore? Kama ulifanya any hustle, which kind of hustle enye ulifanya?
Sikufanya anything actually. I just waited for high school, because sikukuwa na so much information that I can do something before high school. Back then ungetegemea tu mzazi ukae usema si shughuli yako, but then right now I look back na nasema kumbe I should have done something before joining high school.
Thank you. Take us through how was your experience at high school, and finally after high school will score, and if you had any challenges, which kind of those challenges you were high school, for the benefit of our viewers who are maybe were high school and maybe they need something up from you.
Okay, high school life was interesting. It was a good one. It was one of I have memories as easy fade away at all, because I met so many good friends when we are still connected till today. Plus, Singore was my dream come true. Like I really wanted to join Singore Girls. So and life was so good, but then we had our challenges for the cold weather. It was really cold, and then you have to wake up by 4 o'clock. Unafaa kuwa umeingia class for preps in the morning. Yeah, it was not easy at all. But then at the end of it all, our teachers and fellow students, we used to encourage one another. Yeah.
So okay, thank you. At least kumbe challenge yenye mlikuwa ni weather, maneno ya weather condition, lakini in terms of school fees wise, you haukuwa na such challenge and
Hapana.
okay,
I
thank you.
was fortunate enough, yeah. I thank God for my parents. Walikuwa supportive kabisa. Like if there was one thing before niende shule, they would make sure they've paid the school fees. Hata before niitishe shopping, they will be like, we have to pay the school fees first. Yeah.
Oh, asante. You know, wakati tulikuwa tunafanya bodaboda, sometimes tuna play role ya kufanya shopping kwa wasasi nyuma. So, lakini at least your parents walikuwa wanachapa all. So, Tracy, finally after high school, ulimanage kuscore ngapi, na hiyo yenye uliscore ilikupeleka wapi ama ilikufikisha directly to hapa penye tumekupata, and then Balozi you take over from there.
Okay, so I scored an A- in high school, of which it was not what I wanted. I wanted a plain A. So it was really, it was not like, it was tough for me because I was expecting an A, but then my parents encouraged me, wakaniambia, Tracy, you have done well. Even with this A-, it can take you somewhere. So after hiyo tukangoja school, tulikuwa tumeselect our careers and everything. For me, I wanted to do nursing. Then that year, kila mtu alipita, 2015, if you can remember, most of the schools, kila mtu alikuwa amepita kabisa. So for you to join a nursing school, you have to get plain A. So nikafikiria kabisa, like it took me time to accept the course yenye nilikuwa nimepewa. That was a Bachelor of Commerce in Nairobi University. So nilikaa kabisa, I had to seek advice from so many people. Like my dad I had to ask some people to talk to me because kabisa, I did not want to do the course. So, but then after a while, nikasema maybe, I don't know what God has a plan in store. Maybe nime plan A, but then Mungu amenipangia plan B. So University of Nairobi in 2017.
Kongoi Tracy. So uliingia ilifate kidogo, uliingia University of Nairobi kidogo.
Yeah, 2017.
Oh, so ukaingia pale uende uanze maneno ya Bachelor of Commerce.
Yeah.
Okay, so ukaendelea na hiyo mpaka wapi?
Niliendelea na hiyo, but then bado nilikuwa tu akili yangu tu, I don't want to do that. Like 50, bado niko tu. Because my mind is somewhere else, but then I'm still in the school. Because UON was such a big school, I was like, at least Nico UON, it's not that bad. Yeah, so I studied there for first year. Alafu nikikuwa huko, I used to do CPA in Strathmore University part-time. Mostly we had strikes and everything, so my parents saw it wise for me to study CPA meanwhile. Nikikuwa UON. So I only studied there for 1 year.
So ukasoma 1 year University of Nairobi, you were doing Bachelor of Commerce na umeendelea kufanya CPA. And I like the part ambayo ulisema you are disappointed with an A-. So we don't even want to tell you sisi we were okay, we were just average, lakini A is good. I remember one of my students ambaye alikuja amekasirika sana. He had gone to some school in Nairobi, prestigious school kama hiyo yako. Amekuja ananiambia alipata B+ and he was so disappointed. Nikaambia, why are you upset? Akasema, you don't understand. Nikaambia, what don't I understand? Anasema, with a B+, ile shule alikuwa ameenda, he was the last one and he was very upset. Nikaambia, but you passed, who cares? So sasa wewe ulipata A- and you are disappointed, you wanted an A. But anyway, thank you so much for the opportunity. So Tracy, tumekupata kule Adelaide. Wewe sasa umeenda Nairobi, University of Nairobi. umefanya hiyo Bachelor of Commerce, you know, your heart was telling you this is not what you wanted.
Yeah.
How did you end up in Australia? Ulipataji information ya Australia? How did you apply the process? Who told you about it? And how did you end up there? And how are you paying? And what are you studying? Ulienda kuchange ama unaendelea na CPA yako? Tracy.
Okay, so it's a long story how I ended up coming here. Nikikuwa Strathmore University, one day I visited a distant family friend. So I went there for dinner and then we were just chatting and everything. Alafu akaniambia, Tracy, by the way, there's something I want to tell you about. I was like, yeah, tell me about it. Akaniambia, umewahi fikiria kwenda outside the country? Nikamwambia, yeah, like nimekuwa nikifikiria, but then I don't know how. I don't know which one. Akaniambia, try going to Australia. It's a nice place. I have so many friends over there. I would go there, but then at the moment I'm committed. I have a family and everything. But for you, yeah, you can think about it. So I went back to the hostel. The whole night, actually, I thought about it. Nikasema, wa, hii mambo ya Australia. And nikaanza kugoogle, nikaanza kuangalia cities and everything. But then I did not tell anyone. I did not share it with my parents or anyone. So during the holidays, we went home and then, yeah, one day we were just having dinner and I told my dad, I want to go to Australia. So akaniambia, out of nowhere, you just want to go to Australia. Nikamwambia, nimekuwa na rafiki, ameniambia about Australia na nimeona I can get so many opportunities over there. Akaniambia, but you're very young, like, you know, nani ataenda kuhost huko? Junaona huko watu wanajitegemea, like they work hard and everything. Nikasema, yeah, I can do it. So akasema wacha wafikirie. Can you hear me?
No, you keep fading, but endelea. So wamekuambia wafikirie, so endelea.
Hello?
Yes.
You're okay now, Tracy. Tunakupata.
Imebreak kidogo internet.
Maybe you can leave and then join us, Tracy. Maybe you can leave and join.
Oh, can you still hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Endelea.
Okay. So yeah, they said they were going to think about it because it was very expensive. So yeah, after the holidays, I went back to University of Nairobi, but then I had to ask them if kama walikuwa wamefikiria anything about me going to Australia. So they had to consult with my uncle ako United States. Na akasema ni sawa, Tracy can go to Australia. It's a good place that there's so many people uko hivi atapata support from other people. Alafu at the end of it all, I found out my friend from high school alikuwa ametravel huku just a week, you know, after me nimefind your information. So nikamuuliza everything about Australia, akaniguide, akaniambia go to, there's an agency in Eldoret inaitwa Options Education Agency. So akaniambia enda huko, they will guide me through every step. Na ni ukweli, I went to Options, nikapata the full everything, all the information. Alafu I told my dad about Options, pia yeye akaenda huko kusikiza kama anasema ukweli, juu sometimes unaweza kuwa unasema your own thing. So akaenda huko akapata information and we started the process.
So how long did the process take? And you know, take us through the process and, you know, all the way mpaka ukaenda Australia.
Okay, so the first step from Options, they had to get my papers from uni because sikuwa nimemaliza uni Kenya. So wakaniuliza, sasa nikamwambia I want to do nursing because still in my mind I really want to do this nursing. So wakaniambia I have to do something related to what I was studying in UON. So akaniambia they can only apply for accounting. Then when I get here, I can change my course. So we went ahead to Kanza. I had to do an English test inaitwa IELTS. from Nairobi, Upper Hill. But then I had to study. I had to go to school to learn. Ilikuwa ni four units, speaking, writing, and listening. Hizo, but it's very challenging. See, everyday English yenye tunajua. So you have to get 7 each. So I did the course, nikamaliza. I did IELTS, nikapita. Alafu went back to sasa applying my visa and medical. So its process ilikuwa polepole, like hii wiki they asked you for something, the next week you asked for something, hivyo polepole tu. But still I was at UON just in case for backup. So I continued with my studies huku nikingoja my results and everything. Alafu during the holidays, that's when my visa ilitoka. That was a span of 6 months, I think so. Yeah.
So imechukua 6 months kupata hiyo. So mwishowe sasa kila kitu imekuwa sawa, umetoka University of Nairobi, ukaenda Australia. So where did you land? Is it Adelaide ama ulienda where in Australia?
Oh, Adelaide, South Australia. Because this is the city that my high school friend alikuwa amekuja. So juu nilikuwa najua mtu kwa I said I have to go to Adelaide. At least I know someone here.
So asante, Tracy. So probably you are recommending that saa zingine, it matters really who picks you at the airport and then
Exactly.
who guides you around. So ni kitu ya maana, maybe you can talk to some people huko nyumbani. Nasikianga tu mtu anashika mtoto anaambia Huibitan and they don't even know who is going to pick them up. Alafu mtu anafika huko. Saa hii nasikia Australia, ukikuja unagongwa kwanza quarantine 14 days.
Yeah.
So unaweza kuland Sydney unagonga quarantine 14 days Sydney na unaenda na kumbe unaenda Adelaide.
Kabisa.
So alafu unagonga another 14 days, so inakuwa almost 20 something hours or 20 something days. So talk to people just a little bit about that, the importance of whoever is picking you. Na umepikiwa sasa from the airport na rafiki yako umeenda. Did you change your course ama unaendelea na accounts ama ulianza nursing na umefika wapi?
Okay, so I was picked up by my friend and I stayed with my friend actually for quite some time. That's why I'm saying it's very important to at least get someone, ndio usikuje. Unajua, it can be hectic sometimes if you don't have the support and someone to guide you around, to tell you inafaa kwa hivi, how to apply for jobs, how to maneuver around the city. So at least for me, I was fortunate enough to have that friend mwenye alinishika mkono kabisa, akaniambia, Tracy, this how things are done and everything. We went to the same school. We were in the same school. So with my course, I had to study for 6 months before changing my course, because that's the policy of the school. You have to study for 6 months.
So you studied what? You studied accounting,
yeah. I still.
After 6 months ukachange, so ulishakuja nursing ama bado uko accounting?
Sasa after that 6 months, I went back to the international students. I've done my 6 months and now I want to change my course. So akaniambia there's only 2 intakes just 1 intake in a year. That's only in March. Sa hiyo tuko July, not July, tuko April, something like that, between April and May. So mimi nikamwambia, what am I supposed to do? Because I thought, after completing your first semester, you can change your course. So akaniambia, there's no way, maybe you just continue with the course till next year. So nikaona continuing with the course, alafu this is not something I'm passionate about. And then the school fees inahitajika pia, it's not that easy. So I had to go back to the agency that I used. Luckily wako huku, so they helped me out. I had to transfer my school because nursing hapa hivi Adelaide, it's only in March. So I ended up going to Torrance University to study Bachelor of Applied Social Sciences.
So is it in Adelaide or another state?
Actually, I think other states
No, I'm talking about
you can join.
your sciences ulipo apply was the school in ulienda iko Adelaide, South Australia ama ulienda outside?
Iko Adelaide, South Australia.
Oh, okay. Sawa.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Because sikuwa nataka kwenda a different state na venye nimeland, so just transferring to another one niende nianze tena, it was not easy. Plus social sciences nilikuja nika I love the fact that like you can major in mental health because I'm passionate about well-being. Yeah.
So asante Tracy. So ukaendelea, so umechange sasa, tumesha change accounts ilipitia huko ikaenda namna hiyo, saa umekuja sciences. Have you started doing your nursing ama bado tu kwa social sciences?
No, I'm still studying social sciences and later on I can major in mental health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a good cause and we will need a lot of mental health doctors.
Yeah.
So asante sana. So agere pi kisube agere Solomon Tarusing Sanya ke lejinin karibu, so Spita Kipchumba karibu, Kirwa Lileito karibu, Joylin Bambok Omiolimba Thailand ke lejinin karibu, Cornelius Tanui ke lejinin karibu, Evans Kaitang imitena koya, Olin Osea mangenale to kusube ngo chigeren kebebertano Osea.
Kongoi balosi Peter Rono ak biik tugul cheisubech eng kebeberwek tugul, biik cheisubech eng kebeberta nebo mtandao nebo Facebook ak kebeberwek chebo olimbo YouTube. Ameche kotoib nafas kora tarekognaisanak tugul recognisanira ak ikere kobendi recognisanak tugul eng wholesale. Ameche kityo tabwat ale Laikan, Ocean, biikab Western Australia, ako Melbourne Australia, biikab olimbo Sydney Australia, Brisbane ak olimbo akoi New Zealand ak biikab kebeberwek tugul chebo emetab olimbo America ak emetab Kenya. Ameche kityo tabwatwa ale oye ngot komi kiy neimokyinigei nesitun iribegei amu Tracy mutai kawek ko chito nekataban Adelaide, maana yot kotos tipko olimbo Kapcherop, komeche kotaban olimbo karibu Kitengele, olimbo Nairobi. Ko oye Tracy akibwatwa akobo kampunit noto kikure Optiven Property Limited nekinyorune kebeberta nebo olimbo Nairobi ak Kibirech kale all the best Tracy ayobei Bridget che akomi olimbo emetab Saudi Arabia kobun kebeberta nebo Baringo. Ongekas ng'olyo kityo kwa ufupi kobun CEO nenyo noto kichome noto ko George Washuri ako kosubech inendet eng betut ak kelechini chi age tugul kimeche sponsor show nenyo anan kimeche iyoku part of ikere ne chitab Kalenjin, kongoi alumni chechok tugul ako ngetwekwa kele kibendi kikati our legend noto ko Dr. Joel Kimeto oye kobwa kabisa full swing as a family. Kemeche ketech studio neo kabisa ngulimbo kebebertab Kericho County. Ameche kekas ng'olyo
levels of our property, and we classify these levels as 1 star, 2 stars, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. This is what we mean, that if you buy a property that is 1 star with Optiven, one of the things that is evident, the property is cheaper, is below $500,000. And this particular property is basically bare land. We only do subdivision, put the beacons, and then produce titles. That is 1 star. The second level, we call it 2 star. This is prime land, whereby we grade the roads, we put a marking fence, do the beacons, and produce titles, and this property is also not very expensive.
Kongoi ng'olyo nebunu CEO noto ko George Washuri akakile ituchigei anan imuchigei chokosta, so sikoi koelesan balosi kole that is why kataune netai kwa nebo oeng balosi asikoi timwa akobo ng'oliondono kituchigei anan kimuchigei chokosta.
Kongoi nyewo Osea, kimuchigei chokosta. kimuche kechap asta osea ko amin ikonu cheomege ak loleng'ung. So ngot imeche nobo 1 star komi tuguk cheng'ering'en, iwe 2 star kou notok okoi ibiit nimbo 5 star nekakechobun ki age tugul. So imuchinigei kosubkei ak oleu wallet neng'ung anan loleng'ung. So kimeche kemwa kele chengchigei keketeken kobun Optiven, kampunit nebo komonut ne kikwai boisionik chekororon ako credible company. Kimeche kesom kele boisie Optiven because it's a beautiful and reputable company. Nambarit ngimeche iitchi Dori Chelangat notok ko director ko 0713-885-871. Ako imuchi iwe kora website nenywanet asikobit notok ko www.optiven.co.ke atya ing'ololji Dori sikobit kotoretin kokaidanin komwaun kole imuchi ilipanda ano, imuchi ong'ololse silipan kidogo akotestai kunotok ketekun akoi koborok singyewendi ibiwe kong'ung nekakoek tayari. Kongoi arap maraba akerin kesir kengyo kemeche kemwa kongoi Helen Maria kale isubech mongen ale kale mnyeno ko kongoi kale boibochin Optiven ko kateb arap maraba is a teacher ko Tracy kateb kole arap maraba Eric arap maraba is a teacher and is in Hungary. Kateb arap maraba kole what is your driving force in life, Tracy? So nene kweri ninye what really motivates you sikobit itestai siko iteschi tebutyonotok. The second question atebe yes.
Ak agere kakosir director nebo Option Education Agency notok kikure Mama O Ellen Meria ale thanks Optiven and good job. Na ko director nebo Option Education Agency nekikomutwech achek tugul ambayo ametuleta sisi wote Australia na anatufuatilia show ya siku ya leo. Mama O, we really balozi ambia neno Mama O, alafu tuendelee from there.
Kongoi Mama O engele imitei ako simwaiwech Mama O ngyo kora ngot kotokomeche biik kobwa kebebertab Australia kobendi ano, simwaiwech ile kibendi ano. Kamwaiwech Tracy of a place where she went, the agency nemi Eldoret, amu biik chechang they lack information. Most of the people don't have the information. Ko yeimeche iwe Australia komakibendi kityo, you don't just wake up and go. Kaikai inyoru the right information asikekaidanin singibiwendi, it's a process. So ko kararan simwaiwech ile kinyorchinin ano eng kebebertab Eldoret ngot komeche biik konyorun kobendi ano. So akomwoe ine kole oye kongoi nye Mama O ingole imi agere Robi Viola kemeche kemwa kongoi Helen Mario, Dori Chelangat kale blessings eng chicho ko kimeche kemwa kongoi eng akwek tugul cheosubet. Tebutyenyu nameche atebenen Tracy ko siteschi nobo maraba kateb maraba ngyo kole what motivates you sikobit itestai. Ameche kora keteschi tebutyo nekanyoru. I found out that Tracy kekurenin Mrs. Africa. Mongen ale Mrs. Africa, Miss Africa ing ne kokile uni kiyai modeling kaker pichait eng yo. Kiyai modeling ing kono? Do you still do modeling? Akimwaiwe kora about modeling amu for me I'm very curious and I'm very proud of you coming all the way from Cherangani to doing modeling in Australia. Kibitaune Australia anan kiaitau Kenya? And tell us a little bit about modeling and the opportunities that comes with it. So ibaru kele mainyokor amu for you to be able ichunde olimbo chumbagi la meja modeling that is very special. Miss Africa ngono anan kalya mo Mrs. Australia.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give you my journey before I joined Miss Africa. So maybe from a young age I loved fashion. Like nilitaka tu kuvaa vizuri every time, hata kwenda kanisa nikikuwa a very young age. I always wanted to look good, but then sikuwa nafikiria maybe one day I'll be a model. So venye nilikuja Australia, I met with a very good friend. She's a designer from Nigeria. So akaniambia, oh Tracy, you should try. You should try being my model. Like, we can work together. Evo too. So she made clothes. Alafu would go for shoots. Like, we'd just use our phones actually to shoot and then post them and everything. After some time, I realized this is something that I can grow, and it can be my career. So I tried reaching out to some agencies and to get to know what the industry requires and everything. Alafu, I came across Miss Africa 2021. So nikaona auditions imewekwa, and so I have supportive friends wakanitumia, wakaniambia there is auditions for Miss Africa. So mi nikaenda auditions. You are asked to do a catwalk, kutembea. You have to walk and share your story, why you want to represent your country, because I was representing Kenya. So wakatuambia twende home, we'll wait for the results after some time, so that tuambia if we made it to the next stage. So yeah, I came back home, but I hoped that I would get the opportunity, because modeling is something that I'm really passionate about. I really want to one day be featured in iconic fashion shows. So yeah, after 2 weeks wakatutumia message, wakasema, Tracy, congratulations, you've made it to the next stage of Miss Africa. So our rehearsals will begin soon. So
Miss Tracy, so
yeah.
is Miss Africa, are you competing against Africans? You know, it's overall, kwa sababu in Adelaide, is it only Africans in Adelaide or the entire Australia?
No, just here in South Australia, because we have Miss Africa Perth, Miss Africa. Yeah, I think just Perth and South Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were representing so many countries. Kuna Miss Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, all African, most of the African countries. So I was fortunate enough to represent Kenya. And yeah, up until my journey began.
So you became the winner of Africa because you are competing against Africans.
No, I was the first runner-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about the opportunities that comes with fashion design. Agoi, Teimi are you still doing nursing? Ama nimesikia sasa, there is an opportunity in, ama you are doing both. Where unafanya hii inaitwa multitasking, ama umesha concentrate more on this? Pengine mzazi ataangalia ule unakuwa kwa matrese kubarchige ule kumeta sukul. Teiyae why?
Actually, no, I'm doing both, because education, hiyo ndio imenileta hapa. Hiyo ndio visa inaonyesha mimi ni a student. So lazima I continue with my school at the same time, do what I'm passionate about, that's modeling. So imekuja na so many opportunities, like napata messages from people to advertise their products, maybe jewelry or clothes or runways. Yeah, and soon maybe I'll be joining a modeling agency when watanisimamia sasa.
So Gongwenye Tracy, I see Helen Maria is very, very proud of you. I guess huyu anakujua sana na anafurahi kabisa kama alikusaidia huko kabla hujafika. Nasikia amewatch hii maneno hii, so anasema anafurahia. Na I had to ask that kwa sababu sikutaka wazazi wastuke waseme, oh yeah, Tracy amewacha masomo anataka aingie. Kusikia Tracy is still doing both. She's doing very well in class and doing very well also in modeling. Kongoinye Tracy. So mi tebutya na jamge tebe Tracy, ingele mara kogere biik akosubin biik akogere kole ye Tracy ko she's still young. Tracy is aspiring. Toma iwalwe ne kaba in maraba ne kateb kole what is the driving force? What really motivates you to do what you're doing? All this. Iyai somanet ak iyai fashion ak tukyo tugul jo.
For me, something that has always been my driving force is the fact that all of us are unique. Everyone has a story, and everyone's story is just inspiring. So I've always believed in myself and known that, I can make a difference. just knowing that, you know, having that self-awareness, because yes, all of us are gifted in different ways. Or you can, and my journey can be, I can be in chapter 27 and you're in chapter 1, so we are in different paths. So just trusting the process and believing in myself is something that has kept me going every single day.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, and continue that passion of you know, wanting to be the best. Everything is very, very possible. Imugok segiaga togol so parchige guno taga gitastai. So Tracy mara go sube biging you go sube kogere Tracy kogera go len Leon Tracy, you know, mangen is Tracy booked, and then, you know, and what are the limitations, and then the toma give what kunada.
At the moment, I'm so busy with school, and now I have modeling to do. There's a lot going on, so I just want to concentrate in one thing first. That's yeah.
Kongo nye Tracy kama wunjam nyat so ngot ko mijin na mejo ko ya application ke lekin hold on Gita, because Tracy has to finish. Kimaja Tracy we be tar PhD, you know, you
Amen.
look very smart, and PhD is in the mwisho, so o sea musaidia aendelee mpaka apate PhD. I'll come for your graduation when you're doing your PhD.
I'll send an invitation.
I will. You know, for me, when you are doing your PhD graduation, you don't even have to send a card. Just tell me the date and I'll come. Maybe that's a reason for me
I will.
to come to Adelaide. We want to wish you the very best in your modeling and in your education. Kubicho mejo your obligation ko tokan korok. You ka ko itunda une kegera million, and then, you know, so itafika wakati ambayo tutawaambia ni lini, lakini tunakutakia mema Tracy kwa panda ngung ne yuendi itasatai ago igilge ngabeberta not about the light. We are very, very proud of you. Osea amkawe kabeberta no bo yun te mo yueji le agere mangen gutigere le subengo asitepte butyengo osea.
Kongoi balozi Pitarono, biik tugul cheisubech eng betutab rani kiwechi kongoi kabisa. We appreciate biik chemi kebeberta nebo YouTube. Philemon Koskei, asante sana. Kongoi agere noto ko wakili Charles Koech kebeberwek chun bo emetab olimbo Melbourne, asante sana, ak timitab olimbo Melbourne Australia, kebeberta nebo olimbo Western Australia netikoborie komononi kijanayat noto ko kibet noto ko Brian Kibiego, ako tikesome toretet kiib borto kong'ete emetab Australia akoi emetab Kenya kemeche $50,000 tako karibu million 4 anan million 5 chepkondokab emetab Kenya. Ngimi olebo Adelaide kimeche itoret family notok aketinye treasurer noto ko Ian Sulu ak emetab Kenya ora ole ko supportende that family. Ameche kityo atawech aboisie in recognition a bill ke supporten the family kotikibwatwa ak bikyok tugul cheisubet alumni chechok Gilbert Kiptoo all the way from olimbo Toronto, Canada. John Menja isubech all the way from Toronto, Canada. Governor nebo Bomet noto Governor Barchok akosirwa kala asubo kala watching live kongete olimbo Toronto, Canada. Tracy, you are so lucky. Governor wa Bomet amesema salamia Tracy Kimutai na kaunti yake koba artist, and there is upcoming event. God willingly, if you got chance, if you go to Kenya, make sure ufike huko Bomet County, uende inspire, we encourage upcoming modelers. Na pia you will get an opportunity to talk to parents in Kenya. If a kid anataka modeling, asiko, unajua Kenya ukifanya modeling wana believe hiyo ni kupotea kabisa. Hiyo tatuambia kama kuna uko na any mentor in this industry of modeling, kama kwa sababu hii sasa naona kama kuna watu wamekulia modeling. Unajua sasa kitu yenye inakuja mind ya watu hii inaleta kitu ama ileti kitu.
Osea, kwa meje ketebe in Tracy, meje imwaiwe Tracy, because like vile Osea ameuliza kokateba Osea kole imuche koker siki kole ngot kole lakwet meje kwa modelings. For example, ndakikemwai mising ora kekere kele kakobet lakwani makomeje kosoma. Ameche imwochi sigik cheisubech ak biik young people that are following is modeling a career neimuchi kokon chepkondok, unaweza kulia hapo, inaweza kukulipa, can it be a career neimuchi kengetin kenyorchi keljin, anan what can you say about modeling?
And talk to people in your leadership, because we know a lot of leaders are watching us and listening us. If ni nini wanaweza fanya so that they can support upcoming modelers. Pole kakichunde noto ko Miss Africa, lakini wekse ngene asante sana. Talk to the leaders as well, create a conducive environment vile wanaweza support upcoming modelers.
If there's something I would like to tell our parents back at home, just to encourage them in terms of supporting talents. Najua mostly it's all about you have to go to school, do this, and there's maybe someone is gifted in a different area, maybe not fortunate enough, maybe both education and talent. So wanacha talents za watoto wakikuwa very young. Try engaging young kids wafanye different forms of arts, alafu just get to know what they like and support them in every way.
Kongoi nye Tracy. Ingele Tracy, watu wengi sometimes, just like modeling, when we used to run when we were in school, kumagere bi running guya kinaba kamanut, but that is what paid our education. Kigone jaje kenyoru scholarship magiliban anything when we were in college. Ogerge kora modeling act talent. So modeling is like talent, music is like talent,
exactly.
Athletic is like talent. Ko ngemwa gele usaboten talent ko kagile tukche tugul kinakacham ji, even reading, ngot ko jame chito kosoman ke supporten notok while somebody is still young, so to konyorchi keljin. So kameche kora kote ngololji leaders, how can they support modeling in Golimba? Let's say Elgeyo Marakwet, ama Bomet, governor wa Bomet and a watch. How can they support talent about modeling in Golimba in counties?
Okay, so the best way to support talents come out when as a host things like fashion shows, or maybe just a show and bring up so many talents together. Alafu was gifted in different alafu
Ko mutia you keep cutting Tracy. I don't know why. Rudi hapo, you are talking to the governors.
Yeah, I'm saying to our leaders, I know they play a very influential role in our society. Na najua waki put in place some things will go a long way, because the future of tomorrow depends on so many young people. So the best way to support talents ni kuhost events kama, for example, fashion shows, or not only fashion shows, to host events that include so many talents coming together. Alafu they will try and support watu wenye wako gifted in different areas, bring them together and then take them for workshops, train them, tell them about the industry and how they can learn and how they can grow. Alafu from hapo people can get opportunities.
Kongoi nye Tracy, that is very, very special. Ngot kogilge governors, kimeje ke som go governor ne Bomet ne wajene. Kelejin kongoi for joining us yesterday and for agreeing to support Pastor Kimeta negibendi ke rutojeni Jumapili. Kemeje ke mwa kongoi governor age some kora governor yetunga gebwa kotab ka Kenya Ngolimba Bomet I supporten. Ko maybe yakebwa ngot ko kasej chairman Rubani nebo kotab ka Kenya ak otiem kora ojob eng kotab ka Kenya ojob fashion show nenye kejobe so kasindan ke biik ngoto tunimi ka Tracy inyosinye yoku judge neitoreti bichu ak icher biik asikobit konyor opportunities ak imwochi ilechi ne nemakat keyai. Ko kongoi eng akwek tugul cheosubech, agere Kibitok, Saina, kemeche kemwa kongoi Festus Koech, kemeche kemwa kongoi Solomon, kale Solomon ngolo kale omi unetinye tilya nemi olotok, kelechinin kongoi Solomon ngolo imi. Ko kongoi eng akwek tugul cheosubech. Ko kimeche kemwa kele teketesetai. Osea, karibu asiteb tebutieng'ung.
Kongoi balozi Pitarono. Kale Solomon balozi kale mi ak lakwenyi lakini kale kakonetkei kabisa, kale kerach lagok olimbo Saniac sikosikyi konetkei ak ng'alek chekakomwa Tracy. So Tracy, we don't take granted. At least you have touched lives tonight, and you will still touch, because this one we will still rotate in our all platforms. So for the benefit of our followers to learn from this episode 54. My question, Tracy, goes to you are still youth, and there is a lot of challenges that the youth undergo, more so especially in Kenya. Someone can finish high school from high school, kuna kazi, probably there is a lot of things you have said that you are passionate about. Mental health is real in our community. So give up to the youths who are watching this program tonight. Probably maybe hata wa hiyo village yako huko penye unatoka huko Kajibora ama Kapcherop ama my village huko Tulwa Mwituny. So it is your opportunity to talk to them.
Okay. If there is, mental health is a big thing, and unfortunately, back in our communities, it's not something that we talk about every day. It's not something that someone can approach you and they say, "Oh, they're going through this and this." There's still that stigma in our society. So many people, we are losing so many young people because of mental health issues. So if there's one thing that I would tell our youths today is guard your mental wellness. Speak to someone. Speak up when you're going through something, and then if someone comes to you and they tell you they're going through this and this, listen to them. Please listen to them, and try and direct the person. I hope one day we'll have so many mental health centers where people can get education, because I know so many people are doing kukosa hiyo information about mental health. So if they can get to know, if we can get people to educate on mental health, that would be great.
So asante sana. Thank you, Tracy. My last question, then Balosi will sum up for us. Tracy, my question, so Tracy Kimutai, so tutakuona, tell us more, probably maybe in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, Tracy Kimutai, what do you really think about, because you are passionate about the community, nini unafikiria ukirudi nyumbani, nini, because you have an opportunity to meet with the big people in Australia, hiyo kuwa Miss Africa imekupea ticket enye unaweza meet even with the Premier of South Australia, or you can meet even to the Prime Minister of Australia. And so Tracy, utuambie sasa, it's your turn. Unajua kuna moto aina mingi Tracy, kuna moto yenye inawakishwa, it is like career, kuna yenye inawaka kidogo in the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. So but we are projecting Tracy in the next 10 to 15 years.
Amen.
See, Tracy. Utueleze Tracy in the next 15 years or 20 years.
Oh, Tracy in the next 15 years. I want to give back to the society, because I know I've come a long way na sijafanya peke yangu. I've had so many people who have held my hand, so many people who have supported me. Kwanza, back home and over here, I have so many people wenye wamenisaidia in one way or another. So the best way for me is to give back to the society. I want to, maybe one day, God willing, I want to have a a foundation called Walking with a Purpose. Since I want to be a model, like a great model, kutembea fashion show. So I want a foundation called Walking with a Purpose to give back to the society, to assist young girls and so many people back home, and to just inspire them that, you know, the future is bright, that they can see me and they can see that nimetoka somewhere, and they can also follow these footsteps.
Kongoi Tracy, Kongoi Tracy. I hear you talk about young girls. Don't leave this boy child.
Yeah, I won't leave the boys alone.
The boy child is being left by himself, and you know they get behind. Wanachelewa kwa vitu mingi, so include your foundation to the boy child so that Osea is not left behind. So tunakushukuru na tunakutakia mema Tracy as you continue. Ameje Tracy, ameje kutoa some. I want to ask you kindly to talk to these young people following. There are so many young people following and wondering. Uko Kenya unamaliza shule, where unasema ulikaa nyumbani, you are fortunate enough, wazazi walikupatia opportunity, and you looking back now and saying, I wish I had done something. What can you tell these young people following us today? Pike mengejen choko tar form 4 and anjemeja kotar form 4, choko kotar university, and they don't see anything. Yani unemployment in Kenya ko over 40%. So tare jita university ko wek nyoko kwiri boda jita naba university kotar yunma wotinye anything, they don't see any. What can you tell these young people who are following us today, Tracy?
Yeah, one thing that I can tell young people is trusting the process, the way I said it before, and believing in yourself. Because I know tunaweza kuwa kwa a society whereby I look at someone else and I'm like, hata mimi ningekuwa kwa hiyo position. So someone else's chapter 20 can be your chapter 1. So trust the process. Yeah, find something to do, work hard, and at the end of it all, najua there is unemployment rates ziko juu sana, but yeah, try to find something that you can do meanwhile as you work towards your goal. Yeah, that's what I can say. Just believing in yourself.
Kongoi nye Tracy, kongoi amu. It's always good to speak to these young people. Genegit ko given hope. You know, you are studying counseling psychology and continuing into nursing. You know, a lot of people say young men or young boys or young girls kugetege, you know, somebody anapata C+, unasikia amecommit suicide, anafikiria ameanguka, mwingine hakupata kazi, anaona hapo ni mwisho, that was the only thing, anaenda kwa kamba, mwingine anaambia mzazi uuse kureti kunosa bodaboda konyagiete kogetke. I listened to one young man negimeje go Tunis just because kitoma koset kojeng denye keleji kimeje tuga jegildo ip koleji kwana meje tuga nyaleji the father I don't have the cows. All of these guys are bargaining to mogo not tuga jo Tunisia. So you know, like, people give up at a younger age. Kogongo ya muge ngalolji piju ileji kitanaga konage mwa ile. It's good to believe in yourself. Young people, it's good to believe in yourself. You know, you are a young person, you know, look for opportunities, talk to someone. There are so many organizations in Eldoret, in Nairobi, everywhere. Talk to someone. Sigiroge lagagitkem gemandege bortenwek, anangebe maswek kejang, anane, kito biashara jemengejen, you know, ata boda icham. So get a that is for the young people. Ko toma gewega nyege buan ke bangalek chabalet Tracy. Ko osea to mejo kora agere Wayne Warren ko subej agere Dixon Rotich ko subej kora ge mejo ge mwa gongoi mange no lete igere ngo agotagi buatun about Octaven kibagenge in Nairobi, a credible company that is in Nairobi helping people secure property. Kemejegele po ishe credible companies cheu Octaven asokobit inyorchigei keljin ko osea ameche kote igonech ile isubet ngo atya kenyoru ng'olyo kitikin kobun Octaven sinyekebwa ketokchigei ng'alek chebo let eng yu Hosea.
Kongoi Balozi Peter Rono, amache kora kotikiwech kongoi isubech engineer nenyo olimbo Florida. Akibwatwa kelechino Tamu Life ngimeche chaik chonyin imi Balozi kochome chaik eng olimbo emetab America. Wi website nebo Tamu Life akigugulen inyoru chaik chobo Kericho, chaik chobo Reserve, chaik chobo nyumbani. So Tamu Life akiwechi kongoi akobo kampunit nebo Tamu Life nae boisiet neo. Ngimi ole Adelaide kora ingian website nebo Tamu Life asinamchigei chaik che yone koris. Angen ale ole ngimi Canada ko kaitit, ko ngimi kebeberta age olin ko kaitit ko kit nemeche isake koristo ko chaik. Kibwotwo akobo Tamu Life. Kongoi engineer boisiet neiyoe. Kongoi kora you are the behind the company nebo Tamu Life ak kampunit nebo Ndonyo Mart eng olimbo county nebo Uasin Gishu. Ameche kora recognize bichu isubech kobun takwek chemweno. Asante sana Arap Ng'eny, asante sana isubech Ambassador Amos Kiprop, asante sana Subech agere isolating ko Subech all the way from olimbo Alberta, Canada. Ako kakobaibait, kakoek so inspired, agere mesh nebunu kebeberta nebo olimbo France. Ak biik chechang chekakotunin eng kemboutab rani. Kimeche kityo tikibwotwo kele this is a very very special episode nekitindoi Tracy Kimutai, inendet ko modeling. Our family ko unique. Kitinye biik cha different kinds. Ameche kora ta congratulaten Balozi kakimi ak angot the two lagochu kikakiosten noto ko Chebet ak Kibet ako kale kibaregei kale tikonani anan tikobwoti the promise nekikale lazima korepresentan emoni ng'alekab tennis ko kalechech kelechi Tracy akine congratulations, they are looking up to what Tracy she is doing. So Tracy, at your own standard umeanza kuwa mentor, kuna watu wanakuangalia. So mwawech Tracy tos itinye mentor in this modeling. Ingen ile much kole chito ngolimbo ground kaeku modeler akong'et kityo akolachgei akotoi. So itindoi akotos taken how long for the preparation and everything maneno ya shifti being a modeler asimang'et chito age ngole ngoeku modeler amakere chi ngomarikognizana chi. So ongenyoru ng'alyo kityo nebunu olimbo studio ak nenyo nebo Igere ne chitab Kalenjin akikesu sabarit nebo noto ko CEO nenyo George Washuri.
The bare land. The third level, we call it 3 stars. This 3 star is value added clause. We do the malam, we do the water, we do the mesh fence, and there's a caretaker on site. It is called 3-star property. The fourth level is 4-star. 4-star is ready to build development. 4-star is a property that is ready for you to start construction. We do very nice maram roads. We plant the trees. We put the water tower. We also put a caretaker on site, and everything is ready for you to start construction. And then finally, this is our top.
Kongoi Tracy kakosirwa CEO kole Tracy huyo ame kale 5-star. Maana sikoi kiro 5-star ni kale.
Sikoketare 5-star. Kwameche kora iteschi Tracy kotomo kebe yotok kimeche kebwotwo kityo akobo Octaven notok kokere ko imuchi isirchi director anan ibirchi director Dori Chelagat eng number 0713-885-871 anan ivisiten website notok www.optiven.co.ke ak ikur inendet Dori Chelagat 0713-885-871 sikotoretin imuche komutin Dori komwaun kolejin kioldo ano mbaret, kotoretin akot ngimi sang imuchi ifaksan ya information ketoretin ibinyoru ionen the property akomuchi ong'alal sikekonok eng oret ne imuchi ilipan malipo ya polepole inawezekana. So imuchi inde down payment ak iplanan chun alak sitestai kunotok kotinyorchigei a property. So Tracy, maybe kotun kebe 5 star kotomo ketar kemeche sikeker kele 5 star ino komi ne kongot komukoksei, it is possible, everything is possible. Kameche kora ateschi Tracy, do you have a role model? So, and if so, who is your role model? Amu kakateb eng yun kole itinye mentor, so itinye a role model chi neikere eng yun kabisa ile this is my role model nekiasup eng all these years ak akose ale tun kakateb akose kole eng 10-15 years kotos imeche ikeitu role model notok ako ngo? Tracy.
I look up to a young lady, anaitwa Adut Akech. Her story is really inspiring. At the age of 19, she has achieved a lot. Alikuwa from a refugee camp in Kenya, alafu she moved to Australia. She started a journey from Miss Africa, actually. And right now, she's a top model around the world. Like, she's been to Paris, she's been to so many places and inspiring so many young girls. So I look up to her.
All right. So magun jam nyaje ako possible to kitogol Tracy. That is in modeling. Mongan somanet ale, you know, do you look up to someone else, and who, if at all?
In life, my parents are my role models. I've seen how they've worked hard every single day. They've done their best to make sure that they give the best to us. So I look up to them, and they're the reason why I work hard every day, because that's the only way I can reward. I cannot pay them. So the best way is to work hard and be the best.
Kongoi nye Tracy abwati ale kase sigikuk dad, if you are listening, ko kongoi tunye kebwa Kapcherop. Yekibwa Kenya, we will come to Kapcherop. Kuyo kakamwaun Tracy atinye choronok murecho kikirwae tugul kina Kiptanui, murecho kirwae chobunu Kapcherop. We know them. Tun kebendi Kapcherop kevisiteni sikevisiten sigikuk, because they are wonderful people. We truly appreciate you as you continue inspiring this young wonderful lady who will do great things. Ko osea kimeche kebwa ngoliot na kumwae kele our takeaways. Ko kongoi Tracy, kakinetkei tuguk chechang. Nekit kita naibe ane eng yu Tracy ko ngoliot no kele tinye chitugul chapter nenyi. Imuche komi osea chapter 20 ko ketou chapter 1. So don't memachi kweri chaktae koit chapter 20 okate imi chapter 1. So start chapter 1 akikweri, so your chapter 20 can be your chapter 1. But ikweri komie iite chapter 20 aki making sure like I komie. Talk to someone out there. Get some people that will inspire you. Get some people that are role models. Kuyo kamwa iwe Tracy. Kimeche kityo kemwa kongoi Tracy kele kakinetegei inye tuguk chechang ako you know ma given up ako kita nekanetegei eng inye, but the fact that kingimite Nairobi University akichenge Australia kumaimete in Nairobi University ile okay ngotebeni kameten. So you are doing this, pursuing this, iopeni ile plan B nenyu koni. So always have plan A and B. Meku chito kityo nebo plan A inege. Singot komenin kumetinye plan B, so you have to have plan A and B. Amashe iwirtani kotomo inyorunin age. So while you are waiting for the other one, jamge kemwoe kele kikonye metit talamwa something else. So kumebi nget in other words, ko kito no kimwoe Tracy kele don't burn bridges. Melande bitoni nibel darajet, because you will need it coming back. So Tracy doesn't burn bridges, amagibonani bridges. So kongoi Tracy, kimeche kemakun chemyach in whatever you're doing, in your modeling, in your education. Compromise ning ale tun beshe na itare your PhD. Don't even send me the card, tell me the date, and we will come to Adelaide. Maybe you are the reason. Maybe you are the reason why we will come to Adelaide. Tuni mutu sige kora, sige tu yeto ko limba Adelaide. ke celebrate ke ai tumdo olo nebo in somanengung ak tuguk che kororon. By that time probably ko koitau ige chicho kemwoe ile lakwana kemwoe ile kinyo as a refugee within a very short time kakwa Paris, so you will have traveled, you will be a very big personal or personnel in Golimba Australia ngalega modeling ak somanengung. So ngemagun jamnyaj ose amongen ale take away shikuko ne ose
kongoi ya balozi chang take away na ameche kityo amwae netai ko nobo the power of believing of yourself. You know, Malosi, ingete olimba yo mara kwet kika attend kwa modeling Tracy Malosi, it's not an easy. It means a lot. You have to believe about yourself. Mi korak perception ngibunu community chang alek muy kongalal sabik probably, and some of them komuch mangalal in a positive way koketakike lakini ingiange mwenyewe personally. So that really encouraged me about the Tracy. And I've seen Tracy growing. Tracy ayini go to Australia, but ngengalali balosi go kwa platform negogowakilishan the whole of Africa through the modeling and everything. Agegere, Tracy, you are going far. That was South Australia. Miss Africa Australia is coming. Probably in Samia, balosi go mia nongolimba America, so you can still go far. Another thing, it's about the humility. Me again, sometimes stress you find when you get you being as a left, umejulikana, China imekuwa kubwa, kuna kitu, so but you are still humble and you are still appreciating what your parent did, and you are still appreciating the community where you came from. That's Kapcherop area. My takeaway is you have thought about a foundation. 80% of people, they doesn't think about such a noble idea. Majority of people, they are thinking like, when I will be relocating, I will be going to this. But where you are thinking about foundation, which means you are thinking about the future of your area and the community. Lastly, my takeaway, Tracy, you have challenged us. You have challenged us. It is possible. If you did it, all of us, we can did it. And you have encouraged upcoming girls and wanaona, we want to be like Tracy. So we wish you all the very best on behalf of our show. Welcome to the family. You are now part of our family. You are part of what we will referencing in our website. Na karibu sana. Wherever we go, we will be taking you, and then unaongelea about modeling. We need to mentor young girls, and we will use you our brand ambassador of our program. Asante sana.
Kongwe nye Tracy, we want to wish you the very best, believing in yourself. Magutie nata Tracy, and guiga mwawasea kale in America gelen, Tracy is going places. So
Amen.
Tracy, kumagunja mnyaje, you will go places.
Amen.
We want you to visit the wall and tour the wall and do great things and represent us. Tracy Korago, you are a role model. Nababi kemengejen kaga scale ngolaba Australia. Kumi lagok chekikakios teninyu chebo chorwenyu chechotok, they look up to you. So continue mentoring those young people. They will promise and they will, we will watch them go to Olympics, Olimba Paris. They are tennis players. So continue being role models to them and many other young people. Tracy, ye UND tesataya paisyonugu chebo somanet ak choto bo modeling. Cham kemwoe kele kisete taya katam. That is what Kalenjin say. So in other words, I think they were telling us it is good to multitask. So in other words, they were accepting and agreeing on multitasking. So continue doing what you're doing and representing all of us. Program Kalenjin. We will be referring to you. Modeling, we will call back to you. Not only that, mental health, so you will help us and help so many people. So you come Andy, inyone ibu tuguk aeng. Neibu agenge, ibu somanet ak ibu kora modeling sikituye chotok ketestai. Kokotomo keit kekonin imwa ng'alekuk chebo let, ko Hosea kameche koteimwoiwech keit level 5 nekai. Singot ko kimit
the 5-star. The 5-star is premier, is the top level. And this one, we do cable roads, we do water management through underground culverts, we do underground power, we do fountain for water, we do beautiful and nice permanent gates, we do perimeter wall, and also do install the CCTV, and the whole property is manned by uniformed security. We are calling it the 5-star, the premier. And some of these properties, these 5-star properties, we do a clubhouse and also construct swimming pool. This is the topmost. This particular property, it goes from 5 million for a piece of property that is 50 by 100. Thank you very much. You have an opportunity to make a decision. Do you want 1-star? Do you want 2-star? Do you want 3-star? Do you want 4-star? Or you want 5-star? Some of our customers, they prefer land banking. You go for 1-star. So it all depends on your purposes. If you want ready to build, you go for 4-star. If you want luxury, you go for 5-star. Thank you once more for trusting Optiven, the #1 brand in property development, the #1 brand with our vision of being the champions of socio-economic transformation, inspiring possibilities. God bless you. Follow us on YouTube right here, Optiven Limited. You can also follow us on Facebook, Optiven Limited. We value you. We are at Absa Plaza, 14th floor and 15th floor. God bless you.
Kongoi nye Hosea Optiven ko kibagengeit anan kampunit nebo kamanut nakekas kele brand #1 eng property eng emetab Kenya. Yeimokchinigei property eng emetab Kenya, ko nambarit neimuchi ibir ko 0723 400 500, ko notok ko Optiven, anan ivisiten website nenywa www.optiven.co.ke, anan ibirchi director Dori nejam komite kimite tugul program ini 0713 885 871. Atya ibangangei ichopkei kosubkei ak lolengung. Kimoche kemwa kele makimeche sosirgei ak biik imite kebeberi anan imi sang, osirgei ak tilyanutik for no reason at all. Imuchi iboisie Optiven inyorchigei mbaret ak ionen a property eng emetab Kenya kwa malipo ya polepole. Ngot iorganisangei ko possible tukchu tugul. Kimeche kemwa kongoi eng akwek tugul chekakosubech. Hosea mangen ale tokosubech ngo amu nekit sikikochi Dori, agere Neno Chemweno following. Kemeche kemwa kongoi Chepchirchir, Brenda kongoi, thank you for following us. Wayne Warren kongoi mising. Dixon Rotich kongoi. Solomon Tarus eng Sania kongoi. Kibitok Saina, Festus Koech, Helen Maria. Hosea mangen ale Igere ngo sikobit kikochi inendet.
Kongoi balozi Peter Rono, ameche kityo atawech kongoi, ameche kityo opportunity nebo balozi kotikemokyi our fans chechok Merry Christmas. Angen ale show nekiweksei ko tarik 26 kemi ak notok Bishop Sack ko the founder nebo kanisetab Neema Church eng olimbo emetab Western Australia. So kimeche kemakwa Merry Christmas, wam Christmas kicham kekure Christmas oris kabisa ngikorta nep sukul akobwat ole sukul Januar, obwat ole oye sukul Januar. So akibwatwa angen ale chang ikorwek travelani biik from up country kobendi mashinani moutye ole tikomi miondo nebo corona amu korom kasit. Kakimi fair nekakibe balozi kokami boiyot, kakabwa boiyot ak chepyoset. In fact angot ka the family nebo the option ko boiyot kotom ke vaccinate aeng kokokevaccineten chepyoset, so kiwekta boiyot eng kurget kelechi amu tom kevaccineten komakoi endan this event, so kekere kele tokchingei emet. Ngot kotom kevaccineten, take an opportunity, ngimi up country ngoma necessary iwe ground, kaikai relaxan, ngitinye tungwek ilololi polepole, reactive kikwenyin, amu kingen kele that is the only way we can ketektegei. Ameche kityo tabwatwa ale kitokchinigei olimbo Mauche eng county nebo Nakuru, kebendi kiwekchini anan kesupporteni our legend notok ko Daktari Joel Kimeto. Inendet ko kikotien tienwogik tiendo agenge ko nekikidrawene this program, ikere ne chitab Kalenjin, ako tikiwechi kongoi neo netetanyang muren eng family members chechok, angot Edna Simmons, komi kebeberta, angot Mary Sen komi olimbo US, angot Nixon komi kebeberta nimbo Darwin, chitugul family nenyo kiwechi kongoi. Ongetuiye Jumambili olimbo Mauche kesupporten, ketech studio netun kowalakse studio notok koek music industry, ako kale ngamamui kotun koteshi boyon ngalekab modeling yundok Balozi eng kenyisiek alak, amu it is eku a talent exhibition center. Karibu Balozi.
Kongoi Osea, kongoi. Kimeche kityo ketoroti tetutiet nebo betutab rani, kemwa kele betutab mutai kemitei no kekure Global Church Celebration, 1 year celebration. Kemeche ketachin kotimuchi lokenin imwoiwech anan ijoinenech saishekab karon eng olep America, saa 8 eng olimbo Kenya, kemboi eng Australia. So karibu Global Church Celebration betutab mutai Jumamos eng olobo Kenya, ko Jumamos eng olinyo, kouni Jumapili eng koretab Osea. Kokeny ketochok eng Jumapili kemite kerutochini Dr. Joel Kimeto ak noto tekilen The Great Commission Singers eng olimbo Mauche, Nakuru County. Meche ketachin ngotimuchi inyo kora Tracy, ko you are welcome. Kimeche ketachin inyo Global Church mutai ak inyo kora celebration nebo Dr. Joel Kimeto ketoreti eng olimbo Mauche. Nebo let ameche amakchi chi age tugul, our followers tugul, kimeche kelecho kichomok nebo man, kimeche kemakwok Christmas netala ing chi age tugul neisubech eng program ini kelejinok Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2022. Kimakwok kenyit nebo kaberuret nebo kabelisiet eng 2022. Kemeche kelecho kichomok nebo man, thank you so much for supporting us, for following us, and for continuing to support this program. We love all of you, and we are very, very proud of you. May God continue to bless you. Kimeche kekonin Tracy imwa ngalekuk chebo let, lakini kora kimeche kemakun Christmas nebo kaberuret, kimeche kemakun 2022 nebo kabelisiet ak nebo successes, breakthroughs, ki age tugul nebo nekararan kemakun Tracy.
Amen.
Kimeche kekonin imwa ngalekuk chebo let sikeba nebo betutab rani, Tracy.
Okay, kongoi missing for all of you for hosting the show and bringing so many people to tell their stories. It's so inspiring. Hata mimi nimewatch previous episodes and I was so inspired. So continue doing the same job. May God continue blessing you. And for viewers as well, thank you so much for watching. And may we continue supporting one another. And yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you all and have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Kongoi ngakwek tugul kokikesu tetutiet nebo betutab rani, kibendi kelejinok kichomok nebo man, ngobirok Jehova.
Igere na Chitab Kalenjin ibwote nenye.